Assalamu alaikum Habibati, and welcome to Arab Man Reacts. These are my top 3 things about Confessa plus the Diva dance from The Fifth Element, performed by the one and only Mr. DIMASH. If you guys have not checked out my reaction to this video, do check it out. We're gonna leave the link in the description below. If you haven't seen this performance, we're gonna leave the link to it in the description as well. By all means, do yourself a favor. Gather as many people as you know, put them in one room or on video call and watch this thing together. At number 3, my third favorite thing about this performance is his picking of the song right before Diva dance. I think he does something in Mandarin in the beginning, and then he does something in Italian, and then he just blows out your ears and your mind and makes you question your own existence when he throws in the Diva dance at the end of that. And I think that progression really takes you by surprise, because when he ends Confessa, he's ending the song. You've already been taken by the entire performance, and you're left satisfied by the entire thing. Like, that was a complete package to me, and it was an incredible package. It was beyond the limits of any mortal man. But then as soon as it ends, he jumps into the Diva dance, and I think what happens there is, like, he triggers the first explosion that melts your mind, and then he triggers the second one that completely obliterates you from existence. And that's exactly why it's my top 3rd thing about this performance. At number 2 is his stage presence. And I tried to pay a lot of attention to this. In fact, I paid so much attention that I completely missed the fact that there was a dancer dancing around him in the first half. And then at some point I paused and I'm like, holy shit, there's a lady on stage who's performing. And she's really good at what she's doing, but you're so taken by him, the way he moves around the stage, the way he dances. The guy can dance, huh? Just his stage presence is something that captivates the eye. And then when he opens his mouth and that angelic voice of his graces all of our ears, it's just the perfect combination to completely entrance you and to leave you completely bewitched by Mr. DIMASH. As if the oral element from the experience wasn't enough, the fact that he's able to present it in this beautiful package, I mean, he doesn't need to, but he does. And you know what? It really just completely gift wrap the performance to you. At number 1, my absolute favorite thing about this performance. So it's one thing that he does, a part of his entire performance, but let's talk about his technique first. He's more technically able than anything I've ever seen or heard of before. Because of that, he's able to do my favorite thing about this video, which is towards the end of the performance, he does those staccato notes. I swear to you, it's impossible to be able to transition between notes like that. Like, you have to be able to literally play your vocal cords like an instrument to be able to do something like that. I don't know anyone that can do that. If I told you, listen to this, rinse and repeat until you perfect it, you probably won't be able to, because you don't have the vocal ability to do it. You know, even if your technique is amazing, you won't be able to do it. Or you have the voice for it, but you don't have the technical ability to pull it off. There's no way that a human being can pull off what this guy just pulled off. But he did. He pulled it off. He did those staccato notes, just like the Diva dance in The Fifth Element. He does the exact same thing. Something that was not written for human beings to sing. He sang. Do you understand that? I don't understand that. It just makes you question the ability of the human being and that connection between mind and instrument. It's incredible. I literally could have picked that assortment of notes to be my top 3, 2, and 1 thing, but it would make it the most boring video in the world. All of his technical ability, all of that, it all leads to that point where it's just, are my ears really hearing this? Is this really happening? Is this an actual person singing it? And the answer is yes, yes, and yes. And that's why DIMASH is DIMASH. And that's it from us. Consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. It helps us out. What were your 3 favorite things about this performance by DIMASH? Let us know. We'll catch you in the next one. Enjoy your evening. Salamat.